we've decided to lift anchor from Palma Nova here. It's a great place for shops. There's an Aldi and a Lidl and loads of thrift shops, which Rowan particularly like.
Right now we're in Palma Nova and this is one of my favourite places.
But the water's really dirty, there's loads of plastic in it, so we can't make any water there. And it's plagued with jet skis and ski boats and stuff like that, so the swell not only comes in from the sea, but you get a lot of bashing from the passing pleasure boats as well.
You and me, we're family. The bond that we share is as deep as the sea. No matter how rough things may come to be, you and me, we're family. Sing home, hey long.
Yeah, shopping's not easy. Nobody likes it really because we do it all by foot. Everybody's got to carry a bit. It's usually quite hot as well because we tend to be in hot places. So yeah, it's hard work, but that's what we have to do.
Shopping is like, well, for kids it's different because you mainly just go there just to get a treat after. So that's why I go, because then I know I'm gonna get something like this nice pastry.
It's quite logistically taxing in itself, but dragging three reluctant kids along with you as well makes it even more difficult, especially when they don't carry anything.
Reluctant kids isn't the correct term, because yes, we did carry bags and we did help.
So we decided to move down the coast a bit to Puerto Portas. It's only a 10-minute drive really, and hopefully we'll get a bit of a clearer water and a decent night's sleep. Well done.
So Dad, where are we going?
Well, this is Rowan's first time docking the boat up at a fuel station. So she's just been taught by Mum how to use the bow thruster, how to turn the boat around in tight circles. Darry's on the bow, ready with the bow line. Ewan is cameraman, and also he's watching the dinghy to make sure it doesn't get crushed on the side of the dock. We've docked up, and now the man wants us to move the boat in front of another boat, so we've got to come off the dock again and then go around the other side.
Yeah, and we're just really close to the dock right now. So we're just coming into a dock, and it's special because it's when the kids actually do it. So what did you think about it?
I need to
Yeah, I think that was pretty good. Well, it was stressful because it was my first time doing that, and I kept thinking we were going to run over jet skiers. But apart from that, I think it was a good experience.
Feel about coming into the dock?
Well, I was pretty nervous because I'm always a bit nervous anyway, but I've never done it with Rowan doing all of the driving and operating everything. So it was kind of like, oh, how's she going to react? But actually Rowan was totally calm. She followed up the instructions precisely without any hesitation, without any panic, and it was perfect. I think she's going to be really good at mooring up boats and might make a brilliant captain one day actually.
So once again I've been thwarted by Spanish siesta time. Even though it's an hour after the shop was supposed to open after siesta, I was informed by the shopkeeper next door that he'd gone home for the day. So I'm trying to get some replacement gas, but seeing as he's the only chandler around here, I can't get any gas. So it's a bit frustrating. What are you guys doing?
Cleaning the boat.
We're not playing. Or slipping.
water day. Cleaning and filling. How's it going? Couldn't get any gas. It was shut.
Okay, so here we are in the Sunset Market and we're going to go and have a look at all the stalls and maybe find some music. As you can see, Puerto Portals is quite an upmarket area of Palma. It is a really nice place to visit, but we wanted to explore the places off the beaten track on the west coast of Mallorca. So that's where we were headed.
There's goats up there. Mummy and baby goats.
Rowan and me thought they were donkeys. Not just me, Rowan too.
So that was Cala Egos. We only stayed here one night, quite a deep anchorage, nice little walk over to the nearest town, but we didn't get time to take that walk, unfortunately. But time's pressing, there's only a limited window and we need to get around to Soler and then up to the north of Mallorca and then on.
Okay, it's really light wind, so we've just put the head sail up because it's pretty much broad reach now. But it's a nice sail around the corner, not too bad at all.
So last night we were in Cala Egos and then we had a bit of a motor sail up the west coast of Mallorca, and now we're in a place which I can't pronounce, but I know it ends in Foradada. But it's quite an iconic stop because obviously the geographical feature you can see behind me, and it is quite busy actually. We're quite surprised because it's not an easy place to get around to this side of Mallorca.
We are slowly making our way up the west side of Mallorca, and there's not many anchorages along here and they're quite exposed, but they're fine if the weather conditions are really calm. So yeah, look at you, and he loves it. So we're just going off on one of our usual walks, our treks, to see whether we can see a little bit more. But yeah, it's beautiful. It's mountainous, really high cliffs, and really kind of deserted, undeveloped area of coastline. It's really beautiful. Let's go.
I learned to walk when I was 1 beneath the Oklahoma sun, and from that day I started taking my own route. I learned to read when I was 2, and I believed it all was true. Too young to fill my mind with questions and with doubt. I made my first friends when I was 3. But by 4 he moved away, so very far from me. At 5 I wondered why people live and people die, and why the things I love just slowly slipped away from me. And only stars remain the same.
That's cool. We've just walked around that mountain and we've come out, and now we're on the other side of the bay and we can see our boat.
Starlight, we are not alone. Cold night, starlight, we are not alone. We're together on our own. I said goodbye when I was 10 to Santa Claus and all his friends. I had to leave those childish stories all behind. But when they told me God was real, I just couldn't help but feel this burning question that was tugging on my mind. By the time I was 11, I had given up on heaven and everything was falling into place. I kept my mouth shut so I wouldn't rock the boat, because a kid who's fallen.
This is a stop before Soler, and then we're going to go up to Palencia and then on to Mallorca after this. But this is probably one of the nicest anchorages we've been in Mallorca.
Cold night, starlight, we are not.
So we're just passing Soler now. We came here about 2 years ago when my dad came to visit. We caught the train from Palma to Soler and then walked down to the harbour down here. No wind today whatsoever, so we're just having a motor up the coast. So we've got about a 5 or 6 hour motor. That's why people on sailboats hate people on powerboats, because they don't seem to have any regard for the wake. See, I've turned to starboard to try and avoid this guy, and he hasn't changed course at all. And I'm kind of too close now to get out of the wake. And let's just see what happens now.
His days are almost at an end. The doctors say he's got a month or 2 to live. He called to me there from his bed, and with a weakening voice he said, "If there's no God, then tell me, what the hell's the point?"
Our last stop on the west coast was San Vicente, and we were surprised to discover how pretty this beach was. People found a way of social distancing yet still enjoying the area.
This journey may be pointless, but at least I sure can say you made it better for the rest.
So we're just on like a rich person dock. Yeah, it so suits that. Us. Yeah, I know.
Thanks for watching, and especially thanks to our patrons who make these videos possible. If you would like to contribute towards the creation of these videos, then follow the description in the link below. So we would really love to hear from you. If you want to leave comments, you can go to the Facebook page, Instagram, or even the Patreon page and leave comments there. And don't forget to subscribe.
And if you want to do it, do it.
Right.